Good morning. Good morning, guys. We are going to get started lying on our back. This might be bad. So when you're ready, you'll just come down to lie on your back. You can do anything you want with your legs. Legs long, feet together, knees wide, whatever works for you. And you're not going to be there for too long. So just take a full breath in and exhale, completely relax here. Full breath in. Soften your jaw. Relax. Arrive. And so we're working this week on just following our theme from the weekend of finding the balance between the sort of structure and the surrender. So putting in all the effort, the work, the strength that we need, and then trying to find the balance of the surrender, kind of just relaxing into where we are as we are. And so it doesn't necessarily mean that it'll be a perfect balance all the time, but trying to find like a rhythm between the two. You know, knowing when you need to work, when you need to relax, when you need to have that strictness, and when you need to kind of just surrender to what is. So right here, just finding that full breath in and exhale, relax. So wherever you are, just walk your feet to the ground. Knees point straight up to the ceiling. And then exhale, soften here. Just extend your right foot straight up to the sky. And so bend and, or flex and point your foot, rather bend and straighten your knee if that feels good. And then see if you can set up that structure. So straighten your right leg to the best of your ability. And then when you're ready, you're going to flex your right foot. And then just kind of relax here. So allowing your leg to be as straight or bent as it needs to be. Full breath in. So from here, I want you to reach up and try and bend your right knee as much as you need to. Loop your peace fingers around your right big toe. So again, right knee is as bent as that needs to happen. And then point your foot into your hand. So it won't be as pointed as it normally can be, but I want you to just like press your big toe into your right peace fingers. Feel your right shoulder lift just a tiny bit. Take a full breath in here. And let the weight of that right shoulder kind of pull your right leg a little bit closer. It's kind of just pulling the back of your right leg open. Belly is kind of sucking in. Low back lengthens along the ground. So notice any tendency for your butt to curl up off the ground. From here, cross your right ankle into a figure four and then hug it in. It can be a kind of gentle stretch here. Take a full breath in. Stay here for a moment. And then you're going to release your left foot back to the ground. Extend your right leg back to the ceiling. From here, loop your peace fingers around your big toe. Just one more time. And then pull on your foot, pull your leg a little bit closer towards your chest. From here, you can keep your left foot where it is or extend your left leg so that the heel hovers above the ground. And then you can try lifting your head and shoulders off of the ground, bringing your nose as close to your right knee as possible. And it doesn't have to be that close, wherever you can go. Left hand rests on your belly, your hip, or the ground. But just pull right leg towards your face, face towards your right leg, and breathe here. Pull your right shoulder blade down towards the ground, shoulder head away from your ear, low belly sucks in the whole time. Engage your pelvic floor. Find all the muscles between your hip bones, engage. And then again, lift your nose towards your knee, hold here, breathe. So stretching both the back of your right leg and strengthening your core. And right leg can stay bent the whole time here. One more full breath in and out. Go to that deepest point and then cross right ankle back over your left thigh, figure four, hug it in, go a little deeper this time. Stay here, breathe. I'm trying to get some music. Notice any temptation for your chin to jut up towards the ceiling a lot. Just gently pull your chin back towards you. Hug your right calf as close to your chest as it'll go, but try to keep your low back again lengthened along the floor. So resisting the temptation to let your butt roll up off the floor. Take one more breath here. And then you'll just release left foot to the ground, right foot to the ground. Left heel goes straight up to the sky, same thing, just kind of roll out your ankle to start, bend and straighten your left knee. So give it a little bit of time to open up, warm up. When you're ready, left peace fingers loop around your left big toe. And again, bend your left knee as much as you need to do this. So if this is really inaccessible, you can grab like a t-shirt or a towel or something, or loop it around your foot. But see if you can do it with your peace fingers, even if your knee is like super duper bent. Stay here and then think about just pointing your left foot, and as you do that, feel your left big toe press into your fingers, and then feel the back of your leg start to turn on a little bit more. So keep at least a little bend. Don't go to, your deepest extension, just for the sake of that hamstring this early. Breathe. Remember to keep your low back pressing down. Left shoulder pulls down as you push your big toe into your peace fingers. And then breathe. Cross your left ankle over your right knee, figure four, hug it in. Kind of a gentle figure four here. Soften your jaw, soften the point between your eyebrows. And then place your right foot back on the ground. Extend your left heel back to the sky. You loop peace fingers back around your left big toe. Option to extend your right heel along the ground, right heel hovers. And then same thing, think about pointing your left big toe into your fingers. When you're ready, you can lift your head and shoulders off of the ground. Think nose to knee to nose. So pulling your leg closer, but also lifting your upper body up towards that left leg. Extend through your right heel, slight internal rotation in your right leg. Breathe here, stay. So find that connection. Feel your left leg working. There should be a lot of strength, and then again, you just surrender to where you are. Your left knee might be really, really bent. That's where you are today. Take a full breath in. See if you can go deeper on an exhale. One more full breath in. Go to that deepest extension. And then when you're ready, you cross left ankle over your right thigh, figure four, hug it in. And so you've been here, feel free to go a little bit deeper. Full breath in and out. full breath. And when you're ready, you're just gonna release your figure four. Hug your knees into your chest. Start to rock forward and back along your spine. And then you're just gonna roll yourself up to a seat. So facing the front of your mat, you're just gonna set your feet as wide as your mat, if not a little bit wider, like a foot away from your butt. The hands are gonna be behind you. And so I want you to just start to crawl your feet just a little bit closer. And then as you push your chest forward, you should feel some hip opening happening here. Press your knees wide. It's kind of an awkward spot, but stay here and breathe. So press your knees wide, push your feet into the floor, push your chest forward, and then kind of like relax into it without dropping your chest or rounding your back. Hands are behind you to keep you upright. And then I want you to just start to windshield wiper your knees. So drop your right knee to the left knee opens. And then you're just gonna go to the right side. Just moving back and forth. Nice and slow. Feel your hips kind of open up, wake up. Just a few more times there. I'm trying to get music on. And the next time you find your knees pointing to the left side, you're gonna stay there. So both knees point to the left. And then I want you to just bring your right hand in between your legs, come up to a seat, find that 90-90 stretch here. Full breath in. And then just make sure your left foot is flexed. So left leg is in front of you, hands come behind your head. Breath in. On an exhale, hinge forward. So try not to round your back at all. Hinge forward. Think about lowering your chest as close towards your left calf as it'll go. So lower down, hold, hover, and then slowly lift back up. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward, hover. Hold it there. Slowly lift back up. Breath in. Exhale, hinge, hover, hold. And then slowly lift it back up. This time, hinge forward, hover, hold. Lift it back up. And then I want you to stay right here. Take a breath in without lifting your left knee. I want you to feel like you're lifting your left calf off of the ground. So think about keeping that left foot flexed, not like sickling it up, but think about lifting your ankle off of the ground. And it probably won't come off, but I want you to find just the engagement as if you were gonna lift it up. So think about lifting it up and go for the engagement. Don't just like do it and then stop. Hold the engagement, feel your right hip kind of set into place. And then relax. Hinge forward. And then I want you to find that same engagement. Think that you were like lifting your calf off the ground, and it will feel a lot different while you're hinged forward. I just want you to think about that activity as if you could do it. Feel like it's dragging back towards you a little bit as you try to lift it up. And then slowly rise all the way up. So just one more time, I want you to think about lifting that left ankle off the ground. Go for the engagement, go for it. And then relax enough to hinge forward. And then same thing, try to lift, lift, lift. Stay as you are, just bring your fingertips to the ground. Same thing, think about lift, lift, lifting. Feel your left hip kind of set back into place. And then relax, roll it up. Left hand outside your left leg. Right hand comes kind of behind your butt. I want you to just come back to the center, pick your butt up, move it around as you need, and then windshield wiper your knees back and forth. And then knees go over to the right side. I want you to just bring your left hand in between your legs, find that 90-90 stance. Flex your right foot, sit up nice and tall. Let the left hip open. Hands come behind your head. Sit up nice and tall, breath in. As you exhale, think about hinging forward, bringing your chest as close to your right calf as possible. And then push into your right calf, rise all the way up. Breath in at the top, exhale, start to move it forward, chest towards your right calf. And then rise all the way up. One more time like that. Hinge it forward, hold here. And then rise all the way up. Pause for a moment. Flex your right foot. Feel like you're lifting that ankle, that whole calf almost off of the ground, but not lifting the knee. So don't actually lift your knee. Just find that engagement, hold here, and then relax. Hinge it halfway forward or all the way forward. Think about lifting your right calf up to your chest. Feel your right hip kind of set back into place. Hold here. Keep thinking about picking that calf up. Relax, rise all the way up. Breath in, stay upright. Think about picking that right ankle up. Just find the engagement, stay here. And then kind of relax, hinge it forward. Think about picking that ankle up towards you, hold here. So imagine it driving back up towards you. And then relax, rise all the way up. Hands behind you. You're just going to windshield wiper your knees back and forth one more time. And when you're ready, knees come through center. Find that kind of awkward posture one more time. Push your chest up. Relax your chin. Take a breath in and out. And when you're ready, you're just going to walk your feet in so that they're a little bit closer to hips distance. Walk your hands in behind you. Pick your butt up. You're going to come right into a malasana. So it might feel a little bit early, but you're going to keep your hands behind you. Just push your hips forward. Keep your chest puffed up. Deep breath in and out. And then I want you to like slide your hands back far enough, sit your butt down, come right into a boat pose. So lift your shins parallel to the ground, option straighten your legs, option arms reach out in front of you, hold your boat. Low belly sucks in, full breath. Exhale. One more. Exhale. And then when you're ready, you're going to just set your feet, hands come behind you. And again, I want you to like walk yourself up. It's like a crab walk up to that malasana, but keep your hands behind you. So feet press down, knees press open, chest presses forward. Hold here and breathe. And think about using your arms to push your butt as close to your heels as possible or as close to your legs as possible. Full breath in. Relax it out. One more like this. And then just slide yourself back, butt down, feet up, boat pose. Full breath in. Relax your jaw. One more breath in. When you're ready, feet go down, hands go behind you, set it up for that malasana. So using your hands, walking yourself as close into that malasana as you can, push your chest forward, think about pressing your butt towards your heels, stay right here and breathe. Here's some Christmas music because I can't get the other stuff. One more time, butt goes down, boat pose. Pause. I want you to lower your heels and your chest like 2 inches away from one another. So they're already apart, but just lower them a little bit more. Take a breath in. Lower them like another 2 inches. Breath in. Another 2 inches. Just hold that really open boat. Feet to the ground. Hands behind you, walk it up to a malasana, and then this time I want you to bring your elbows inside of your knees. So come into like a normal looking malasana. Hands off of the floor if possible. Hips are warm enough. Take a deep breath in. I want you to push down into your feet. Arms go up, rise all the way up. Upward salute, arms overhead, inhale. Exhale, sit it right back down to malasana. Inhale, rise up, arms up. Exhale, nice and slow, take it down to malasana. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. So just one more time, inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower. Hold here. And then from here, you're gonna loop your peace fingers around your big toes if possible, both peace fingers to big toes. And then lift your butt, pull yourself into a little forward fold here. So knees can stay bent. Rock the weight forward towards your toes. Think about sticking your butt up towards the ceiling, even if your legs stay bent. Think about sticking your butt up and rocking the weight forward. Feel the backs of your legs open up. Drop your head towards the ground. Go for to sway side to side. Bend your knees, whatever feels good. It is early. And then you'll just release the grip. Hands to the ground. Walk it back to a downward facing dog. Pedal your feet. Bend your knees. Sway your hips. Whatever you need to do. And then settle into downward facing dog. Full breath in. Exhale here. Full breath in. Exhale here. One more time. Exhale, relax. Roll it forward to a high plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. So release the top of your feet to the ground, but keep your hands where they are. Inhale, lift your chest up like a cobra. So your chest lifts up, low back engages, glutes engage, press the tops of your feet down and push into your hands just gently to lift your chest a little more. Keep your shoulder heads away from your ears. Take one more full breath in like this. And then exhale, relax down. You're gonna curl your left toes. So keep the top of your right foot pointed down like it is. Curl your left toes like you're pushing up to a plank. And then set it up like a locust. So keep the left foot down. Inhale, lift your chest. Lift your right leg off of the ground. Internally rotate the right leg a tiny bit and try to lift a little bit higher. So pull your belly in, but feel your glutes engage. Feel the right glute really fire. Take a deep breath in. This first one, you can just press up to your hands and left knee if you want. So exhale, you're gonna suck your belly in, push up to your hands and left knee, right knee to nose. Exhale. Inhale, straighten your right leg back, lower all the way back down to that funky locust. So left leg stays where it is, right heel lifts, chest lifts. Inhale. So this time, if you want to do it, just straighten your left leg. You're going to go all the way up to a plank. Inhale here. Push into your hands, suck your belly up. Exhale, knee to nose, all the way up. Inhale back to that like one-legged funky locust. Inhale, slow, suck your belly in the whole time. Belly ribs to the ground. Exhale, knee to nose, push up, pull in. One more time, inhale, lower. Exhale, knee to nose, push up, hold here. Everyone, three-legged dog, right heel to the sky, inhale. Bend your right knee, open your hip out to the right side. And you can draw some big circles, roll out your ankle, whatever feels best for you in this three-legged dog. Find that big side stretch if it feels good. When you're ready, straighten your right leg. Inhale, exhale, right foot outside of your right pinky. So coming into a lizard lunge, lengthen your spine, get as long as you can, pull your belly in. Take a deep breath in. Exhale here, press into the big toe mound of your right foot. Option is to stay upright on your hands. If you're already feeling warm enough to come down to your forearms, feel free to do that. Try to keep your left knee lifted. But find your lizard, set up all the structure that you need. All of the effort, all of the rigidness, let's say, all of that stira. And then wherever you are today, wherever you are this morning, you kind of just surrender to it. Finding that ease, that balance. Take a breath in. Exhale here. Full breath. Stay here. Can you be soft? Keep pushing into your right foot. You've set up the structure, and now you relax, knowing this posture will lead you deeper and deeper into the practice, into different variations. When you're ready, walk yourself back up to your hands. Keep your right foot where it is. Just kind of look forward, lean forward. Step your left foot outside of your left pinky. Drop your butt right into a malasana. Hands can come together at your heart. Hands can stay on the floor, whatever works for you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale here. From here, in malasana, hands come behind your head. Might be a little bit harder. Sit low and then push into your feet, rise all the way up. Spin your heels out. So you're just kind of set up feet wide, inhale. And then you're gonna turn all 10 toes to the right. So spin on your right heel, right toes turn out to the right, and then spin on like the ball of your left foot, pick your heel up, spin it out so that your feet are kind of hips distance rather than one in front of the other. Hands are still behind your head. Stand up nice and tall. And then hinge at your hips, bring some weight into your right leg, hinge halfway forward and hold. So you're facing the right side of your mat in a pyramid pose. You're at the top of your mat facing the right side. Hold here. Again, step into your right foot a little bit, feel your left glute drop, and then stick your right glute back. Belly sucks in. Neck is long, spine reaches long, crown of your head reaches forward. One more breath like this, and then hinge more than halfway down. If you want to drop your hands to the ground for this pyramid pose, you can. If you want to keep your hands behind your head for a little more work, you can. Keep pushing into your right foot, keep the leg active to keep the hamstring protected. Belly sucks in, push into your right foot, stand all the way up, rise up. Come through center. And then you're just going to spin it to the left. So on your left heel, left foot to the left, on the ball of your right foot, pick your heel up and take it back. Deep breath in, exhale, hinge halfway forward. You can step your right foot wider if that feels better. And same thing, as you step into that left foot, right glute lowers, and then stick your left glute back as you reach your spine forward. Elbows are wide, shoulder blades down your back. Stick your butt back just a little bit more. Option is to stay here. Keep your left leg as bent as it needs to be. Option to go a little bit deeper. Hands to the ground, hands stay behind your head. Whatever works for you. But same thing, you set up all of that structure around you. Structure in your body, and then you find that softness in your mind. You surrender to wherever you are. Knowing you can only go as far as you can go as you are right now. Rise all the way up. Spin it back through center. Breath in. Sit back to malasana. Drop your hands from your head, peace fingers to big toes. Take a breath in. And then exhale, pull yourself into a forward fold. So kind of spin your heels out, pull your chest in between your thighs as close as it'll go. Rock the weight forward towards your toes. Stick your butt up towards the sky. Drop your head towards the ground. From here, release your grip, hands to the ground. Option, wiggle your feet in, come right into a crow pose. So knees behind your arms, hinge it forward, heels up. Option, step it right back to a downward facing dog. Crows, you stay, you breathe, 2 to 3 breaths. When you're ready, you can jump back, shoot back, Move through a vinyasa or meet us in downward facing dog. From your down dog, inhale, high plank. Everyone exhale, lower all the way down. So to start, release both feet. Inhale just up to a cobra, so just the upper half. Exhale, relax down. You can bring a cheek to the mat. You're just gonna curl your right toes. Relax here. When you're ready, inhale, lift your chest like that, cobra. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Lift your left leg up. So pull your belly in a lot. Think about lifting your belly button off of the floor, even though it might not come off of the floor. Just find that engagement. Left leg lifts a little bit higher, shoulder heads away from your ears. So for the first one, you're gonna keep your right knee down, take a breath in. Exhale, left knee to nose. So hike your gut up, knee to nose. Inhale all the way back to that one-legged cobra. So keep sucking your belly up as you lower down. Inhale here. Option this time to lift your right knee, go for that full plank version. Exhale, lift up, left knee to nose, all the way up. Inhale, one-legged locust, all the way down. Exhale, knee to nose, all the way up. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Hold here. Inhale, left heel to the sky, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open your hip out to the left side, kind of fan it open. Keep driving your right hip back, keep your chest square back. Go for some big circles if that feels good. Ankle rolls. And if you wanted to slide your right hand back and open your chest to the left, feel the left side stretch as much as you can, go for that. You breathe. Straighten your left leg back, inhale. Exhale, left foot outside of your left pinky. Wiggle your right foot back as you need. Spine gets really long, take a breath in. Option to stay here, option to drop down to your elbows if you're warmed up, ready. But same thing. Think of getting a really long line from your right heel to the crown of your head. So notice any like really big rounding in your spine, in your upper back. Try to lower your chest as close to the ground as it'll go. Get long, hike your belly up, low belly. And you can always stay upright on your hands. Keep your left big toe mound down. You breathe. One more breath. Relax your jaw. Come on up to your hands. So look forward, lean forward, right foot outside of your right pinky, sit your butt down. Find Malasana, hands come behind your head. Try to pick your head up as best as you can. Lengthen your spine as best as you can, and then push down into your feet, rise all the way up. Spin on your left heel, left toes to the left. Spin on the ball of your right foot, right heel back. Deep breath in. Exhale, hinge halfway forward. So setting up pyramid to the left side. Stick your butt back. Little bend in the left knee. Deep breath in. Exhale, hinge a little bit further. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, come through center. And then just spin it to the right. Set it up to the other side. Inhale. Exhale, hinge halfway forward. Stay for a breath in. Exhale, hinge a little further. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale through center. Sit right back down to Malasana. Release your hands. Peace fingers to big toes. Take a breath in. Stay here. Exhale, pull yourself into that forward fold. Heels spin out. Chest comes between your ribs or as close as possible. Inhale, half lift this time. Lengthen your spine. Think about lifting your glutes. Exhale, think ribs to inner thighs. Fold forward. Inhale, get long. Lengthen forward. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Release your hands. Crow pose or right back to downward facing dog. So if you wanted to set it up, hands down, knees to your armpits, hinge it forward. Maybe your toes stay on the ground the whole time. Maybe they lift, heels to glutes, arms go straight, whatever works for you. We meet in downward facing dog. From your down dog, take your time getting there. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. Cheek to the mat, release your toes, take a breath here, in and out. And then when you're ready, curl just your left toes, curl the left one. Inhale that funky locust, lift your chest, lift your right leg, push into your hands, suck your gut up, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, funky locust, back down, slow. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Right heel to the side, three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, right foot outside of your right pinky, hold this lizard. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, come down to your forearms. Option 3 this time, push into your right foot, bring your right forearm like 3 or 4, maybe a foot off the ground, hover it. Left forearm can come to hover also. So you're in a lizard lunge with your forearms hovering. Your right shoulder kind of presses against your right knee. Keep your left knee lifted if possible and just stay right here. A lot of core is happening. Try to guide your right hip back, left hip forward, push into your right foot the whole time. So if you need to, hands to the ground. Maybe you just bring your pinkies to the ground and hover your elbows. In time, working on bringing your hands up. Hold here for 3. 2, a lot of hip strength. 1, everyone, hands come back to the ground. Look forward, take a breath in. Left foot outside of your left pinky, Malasana. Hands behind your head. Root into your feet, rise all the way up. Spin all 10 toes to the right. Take a breath in. Exhale, hinge right into that pyramid. So go for your depth all the way down if that feels good. Hands to the ground if that feels good. And we're going to move a little bit differently this time. I'm just going to move around so that I can keep talking to you. So if your hands are on the ground or if they're behind your head, inhale, half lift in your pyramid pose. Bend your right knee so that you can lift your left foot up behind you like a warrior 3. And then push into your right foot, straighten your right leg as best as possible. Hands, everyone, hands behind your head. Take a breath in. Exhale, you're gonna go like a Shiva squat, left knee behind your right ankle, and then set your left foot, left knee down, come into a seated twist facing the right side of your mat. So sit up nice and tall, left hand to your right knee, right hand behind you, look over your shoulder, deep breath in. Exhale, twist here. Breath in. Exhale. Just one more time. And then from here, you're just going to kind of keep your legs as they are. Lean it to the left so that you can move your right foot back on your mat. Right hand comes behind you. You just spin towards the back of your mat. You're in a figure 4. Lift your right foot off of the ground. Walk your hands towards you. Walk your butt closer to your left heel. So the more compact you make this figure 4, probably the deeper you'll feel that stretch. Breathe here. So this is option 1. This might be perfectly enough for you. Option 2 will be to keep your left hand behind you. You might wiggle your left foot away from you. Right elbow to the instep of your right foot. And then walk your left hand back. Just kind of come into a little twist this way, keeping your right upper arm in like the arch of your right foot. So you'll feel that as a hip stretch in the right hip, hopefully. Otherwise, you stay right here. Not here too terribly long. When you're ready, wherever you are, you're just gonna straighten your left leg out towards the back of your mat a little bit. Drop over onto the left outer edge of your leg, right foot to the ground, come to like a sideline lizard. So elbows can come to the ground, straighten your left leg if it feels good, scoot your butt back if it feels good, and then pull your chest out in front of you. Just feel the stretch through that right leg, stay here. And so again, you set up all the structure, and then you just kind of surrender to these deeper stretches, knowing that they can take you into those harder arm balances, inversions, variations of all different things, not just a passive posture. When you're ready, you're gonna make your way back up to your hands, bend your left knee back in as if you were in that seated twist. If possible, you'll bring your hands behind your head, step into your right foot, come back to warrior three. So left leg lifts behind you, hold here, belly sucks up, stay. And then just bring the weight back in your right foot, step your left foot back to a pyramid with a half lift. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, come back through center, sit it into a malasana. So hips go down, release your hands, hands to big toes, take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold, heels out, head down. Option crow pose, option right back to a downward facing dog. We meet in down dog, take a breath in and out. Breath in, breath out. Roll forward, high plank, inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. Cheek to the mat, relax. When you're ready, you'll set it up. So just curl your right big toes, through your right toes. Hands are by your sides, shoulder heads away from your ears. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your left leg as best as you can. Lift your right knee and belly. And then exhale, lift up, left knee to nose. Inhale, lower back down, funky locust, slowly lower. Keep your shoulder heads away from your ears the whole time. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lower. Exhale, knee to nose, hold. Three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, left foot outside of your left hand. Find your lizard lunge, hold here. So maybe wiggle your left foot just a little bit closer this time. Option, stay on your hands. Option, come to your forearms. Option is going to be to hover your forearms inside of your left foot. So push into your left foot really strong before you pick your forearms up. And then just stay right there, breathing. Set your gaze. Hold. Not here long. 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Neck or spine long. Left foot, or right foot rather, steps outside of your right pinky. Set up malasana, hands behind your head. Push into your feet, rise all the way up. Spin to the left. Hinge forward. Go for your deepest variation of pyramid here. So hands can come to the ground. Hands can stay behind your head for a little more leg work. Wherever you are, you half lift. Everyone, hands behind your head, bend into your left knee, lift into a warrior 3. So right leg lifts up, belly sets up, straighten your left leg as best as you can, hold here. Breath in. Now bend your left knee, right knee to the outer left ankle, slow as you can, set yourself into a seated twist. Right elbow to your left knee, left hand behind you, so it's kind of like, off to the side here. Breathe. And rather than sitting the weight back in your left arm. I want you to kind of bring the weight forward into your glutes, and then just use that left arm to guide you deeper into the twist, rather than holding your weight up. Breathe here. And when you're ready, you just wiggle your right foot back to the back of your mat a little bit more. Hands come behind you and just spin yourself into that figure four. And again, the closer you walk your right heel to your butt and your hands to your butt, the more intense that stretch may be. So the more compact into a little tiny ball you get here, the more intense you should feel that through your left hip. Stay and breathe. When you're ready, oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you, you could take that into that deeper stretch. So left upper arm comes into your left foot. You'll look back over your right fingers, stay there and breathe for a few breaths, stay in your figure four. We're gonna take it out in a minute. So you can hold that for another breath or two if you like. When you're ready, we're gonna move to that side lying lizard. So start to straighten your right leg, dump to the outer edge of your right leg. Left foot stays close towards your left shoulder. Maybe come down to your forearms. And breathe here. And so the further forward you move your left foot and the closer to your left forearm, the more intense this stretch will be. If you're wiggling your left foot all the way back towards your right ankle, just know in time you're trying to get it closer and closer towards you without letting your left knee dump open. You want your knee right above your ankle. When you're ready, start to make your way back up to your hands. Bend your right knee as if you were coming back into that seated twist, hands behind your head. Step into your left foot all the way up, warrior three. Hold here, gut up, elbows wide, and then lean the weight back into your left heel, right foot sets to a pyramid. Inhale, rise all the way up. Spin it to the top. Sit to Malasana. Release your hands, peace fingers to big toes. Hold here. And then keeping your ribs as close to your inner thighs as you can. Lift your butt one more time. Find that forward fold. Roll it all the way up to stand. So just release your toes, roll it up to stand. Wiggle your big toes together. And just come to stand at the top of your mat. Breath in. And out. So just a little standing series. You're going to cross right ankle over your left thigh, figure four, sit low. And then we're going to come down to sit after this. So sit nice and low. Hands can come to your heart, hands can come behind your head, hands can rest on your right leg, wherever you want to go. Take a breath in, but what you're going to do is keep the chair pose in your left leg. I want you to try to, so pull your gut in, feel like your pubic bone tuck under. You're going to try and lift your right leg off of your left leg. Hold. Keep the whole figure four set up though, hold it. So lift through your right heel as best as you can. Drive your right knee down, lift, lift, lift. Set the right leg down, relax, take a breath. And then again, kind of tuck the pubic bone, pull your belly in, lift your right leg, hold. So a lot of hip flexibility, but a lot of hip strength has to happen. Relax your right leg, take a breath, one more time. Exhale, lift it up, hold. Release, set down. And then I want you to just sit, lower your chest as close to your right thigh as you can. Arms reach out in front of you, hold. From here, rise all the way up to stand, right knee to your chest. Left hand to your left hip. Almost done with this side. Right peace fingers reach down for your right big toe if possible. Option 1 is going to be to stay here with your right knee bent. Option 2, work on straightening your right leg out in front of you. Pull your right shoulder back so it stays in line with your left. Push your big toe into your peace fingers, hold here, and then lift up. So try to keep your left leg as straight as possible. Maybe bend your right knee. Option to stay here. Option is going to be to bring your nose down to your knee, hold. Stay here and breathe. Not here long. So if you even have just peace fingers to big toe, right knee bent, you can work on bringing your nose down to your knee. Wherever you go, I want you to recross right ankle over your left thigh, sit it back into a figure 4, lift your chest back up. Option to stay, option to go for any arm balance. So armpits around your right shin, go for that Ekapada Galavasana. If you know where to go, option 2, go for that lizard. So right upper arm to your instep of your right foot, you kind of twist to the left, balance on that right arm, extend your left leg. So if you know where you're going, and if you don't, you're going to stay right here, just kind of get low. And then we'll all release. Both feet to the ground, forward fold. So if you're playing with arm balances, play. Roll all the way up to stand. Shoulders back, head lifts. Come to a mountain pose, pause. And so I'm not talking through the arm balances too much. If you know where you're going, play with them, but if not, for the sake of time, we'll play with them another time. Breath in. Relax. Left ankle across your right thigh. Figure 4. Sit low. Stay here. Breath in and out. Checking the time. Hands can be at your heart, behind your head, whatever works. Take a breath in. Exhale, pull your gut in. Feel your pubic bone kind of tuck in. And then lift that left ankle off of your right thigh. So again, think about lifting the ankle more than your knee. Hold it, sit lower. Lift higher. And then relax. Take a breath in. Exhale, set it up, lift it up. So think about lifting your ankle the whole time. Drive your knee down a tiny bit. Feel the hip open and strengthen. Relax. Take a breath in. One more time. Exhale, lift. A lot of low belly work, a lot of hip work. Hold, breath in, and then relax. Sit low, low, low. Bring your chest so that it hovers just above your left calf. Arms come out in front of you. We're not here long. Belly is strong. Right hand to your right hip. Rise all the way up. One-legged Tadasana. Pause here. Peace fingers to left big toe. And if you can't get there, you can always use, a shirt or a strap or something around your left foot. Option 1 is right here, just working your way up so that your chest is square forward. Option 2, straighten your left leg a little bit, a lot, whatever works. But breathing. Think about pressing your big toe into your left peace fingers and then pulling your left shoulder back. Option to stay, option to hinge forward, nose to knee. Core sucks in the whole time. Stay here. Knee to nose, nose to knee. One more breath. And then set it back into your figure 4. Reset, refocus. Option to stay, option for either one of those arm balances. So moving either into that Ekapada Galavasana, or I think I called it a lizard, or a grasshopper. Upper arm to your left instep. You lean it over onto that left arm, take it out. Option to just kind of release, relax. Come to a seat when you're ready. Feet go wide. Find that awkward stance, that awkward sitting posture. And then I want you to just windshield wiper side to side. So we're just going to keep moving for the sake of time. Next time you find both knees pointed to the left, stay there. And then just see if you can come upright, hands behind your head. Take a breath in. Exhale, start to hinge it forward. Rise all the way up. Release your hands, and then one more time, just kind of hinge it forward. Bring some weight into your arms. Let this be a little easier on the hip, maybe. Roll it up. Right hand to your left knee. Just slide your left hand back. Take it into an easy little twist here. Slowly come back through center. Just windshield wiper your legs once or twice. Both knees over to the right. Sit up nice and tall. Hands behind your head. Take a breath in. Exhale, hinge forward. One last time. Inhale, rise up. Release your hands. Exhale, hinge forward. One more time. Keeping weight in your arms to ease up on the hip a little. Roll it up. Left hand to your right knee. Take it into just an easy little twist here. Slowly come back to center. You can windshield wiper your knees a few times, and then you just come through center. So we're going to come into a half pigeon in a really awkward way, but just wiggle your right foot over to the left. Swing your left leg back behind you. Come right into a half pigeon from here. And we're not here terribly long, but allow yourself to just relax. And we've done a lot of hip stuff, so your hips might be feeling just a little bit creaky, a little bit cranky. Wherever you are, can you soften? If you wanted to stay, feel free to stay longer. Otherwise, you're just going to come up, swing your left leg back in front of you, and like literally swing your right leg all the way back around you. Come into a half pigeon on the other side. Relax. Stay a little longer, or you're just going to drop to the left, swing your right foot around in front of you. Come all the way down to the line of your back. Feet to the floor. Walk your feet wide, drop your knees together. Maybe close your eyes, relax for a moment. And then from here, if you wanted to take it into a back bend, you'll wiggle your feet together, arms by your sides, push into your feet, lift to a bridge pose. Pull your belly and push your hips up. And then from there, go ahead and if you want to, interlace your hands under you, wiggle your shoulder blades closer. Lift through your low belly as best as you can. So push your hips up, engage your glutes, push into your feet the whole time. Ribs can kind of lift and open. The jaw stays soft. Still in bridge pose. Three more breaths here. When you're ready, you'll roll all the way down. Option to keep your feet on the floor or extend your heels just straight up to the sky. Relax. And then maybe keep your feet together, knees go wide, and then drop your feet in towards you as if you were coming into a bound angle, but bring your feet towards your chin almost. You can take this into a happy baby, shoulder stand, plow pose, whatever you wanted to do, any arm balances you wanted to go back to or didn't get to. And when you're ready, you'll just bring your feet back together and bring them to the floor for a supine bound angle. Feet together, knees wide. Stay right there. Take a breath in. Exhale, relax. And so again, any last stretches that you need before your final rest, feel free to take them now. Maybe you go for the 90-90 stretches on your back to get into your hip flexors or the front sides of your body a little bit. Maybe you go for a supine twist, an inversion, whatever you need, another back bend. In time, you'll just slowly make your way towards your final rest, towards Shavasana. Legs go long, arms by your sides. Take your time moving into Shavasana. So same thing as the rest of the practice. We're setting up some kind of structure. You're not just lying here, falling asleep. You don't want to fall asleep in Shavasana. Instead, you want to set up that little bit of structure in that, I stay present, I stay aware, and I stay exactly where I am, not letting my mind wander off into what I have to do later or, what I did yesterday. There is some structure to Shavasana. But within that structure, you just over and over again come back to the surrender. So you're setting yourself up to surrender, to stay here, even when you want to wander elsewhere. Take a breath in, relax. Every time you wander away, pull yourself back. Full breath in. Stay here, exhale. Give yourself a few more breaths, but trying to stay as still as possible, both in your body and your mind, for 3 consecutive breaths. And if you kind of slip up, notice yourself wandering away, just come back, start over. Keep them slow, keep them steady. If you get to 3, go for 5. When you're ready, you'll just start to wiggle your fingers, your toes, bringing your attention back to your body. Roll your wrists, your ankles, turn your head side to side. Arms can go overhead. Heels can walk in towards you. Roll off to a side. Roll up to a seat. When you're ready, we'll meet in a comfortable seat. Eyes closed. Jaw soft. Sit up nice and tall. So if you're able to close your eyes, do that. If not, just set your gaze on the top of your mat or the ground out in front of you. But once again, just kind of setting up that structure. Sitting up as tall as you can. Clearing out your mind as best as you can. Relax your jaw. Keep your low belly engaged to keep you upright. Breath in. And as you exhale, just kind of anchor yourself here. And as you get up and go out into the world, remembering to keep that balance, that rhythm, finding harmony between stira sukha, the structure, and the surrender. Bring your hands together at your heart, tilt your chin up, open up, invite in light, seek that light, go be that light. The light of me honors the light of each of you. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you guys. Thank you for staying with me. If you have any questions, let me know. And have happy holidays, a great weekend. Thank you, Annalise. See you guys.